It's time for another English-tastic episode, where learning English is always fun and fantastic. I am your English-tastic teacher. Come on, let's have some fun in English and learn with Teacher Dash. Hi there! I'm trying to write a poem for my friend. I love writing and I know some of you love it too. That is why today's episode is about writing simple compositions using be-verbs. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to write at least 3 sentences using be-verbs as stand-alone verbs correctly. And for us to start, grab your paper, pencil, and self-learning module. To begin, let us recall that verbs are words that show actions or state of being. Verbs are a necessary part of sentences, whether it is an action verb or a be verb. A sentence cannot work without a verb. Now let's see what you already know about be verbs.
Please underline the appropriate be verb to complete each sentence. Number 1. I am, is, an honors student in our class. What is the correct verb for this sentence? Correct! The answer is am. I am an honors student in our class. Number 2. They, is, are all good in English. Which of the 2 be verbs is appropriate for the sentence? You got it! Are is correct. They are all good in English. Number 3. I, was, were curious. What do you think is the answer? All right, was is right. I was curious. Number 4. The learners was, were happy with their grades in the first quarter. How about in this sentence? What be verb should we use? Very good! Were is correct. The learners were happy with their grades in the first quarter. Number 5. The baby is, are sleepy. What should be the correct be verb for this sentence? Yes! Is perfect. The baby is sleepy.
How many correct answers did you get? Wow, that's awesome! Can you recall the be verbs mentioned in the activity a while ago? All right, we have am, is, are, was, and were. When do we need to use these be verbs? What is the difference between is and was, and are and were? When should we use the be verb am? Let us all find out the answer. First, let us try to read and understand this poem and try to observe the be verbs in it.
We are a family of workers. Grandpa George was a farmer. He was an expert in agriculture. Grandma Gina was a lawyer. She also worked as a professor. They were hard workers. They were smart and dedicated. My father is a firefighter. Uncle Sam is a police officer. Tito John is a soldier. They protect people who are in danger. Tita Lilia is a doctor. Aunt Becky is an engineer. My mother is a teacher, and I want to be like her. They are all hard workers. They are smart and dedicated. I am a diligent student now because I want to become a teacher someday.
What are those underlined words in the poem? That's right. The underlined words are the verbs that indicate a state of being. They are called be-verbs. The be-verbs am, is, are, was, and were do not show action when used as standalone verbs, but they can show states of being or emotions. Am, is, and was are the be-verbs used for singular subjects. For example, I am happy. Use am when the subject is the first person pronoun I. Anna is beautiful. We need to use is because our subject Anna is in third person and it is singular because it pertains to only one person and the sentence is in the present tense. Ben was sad when he heard the bad news yesterday. Here, we still have a subject in third person and it is also singular because it only pertains to one person. However, we need to use was because the sentence is in the past tense.
Fill in the blanks with the correct be-verb to complete the sentence. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. Number 1. I blank at home. Number 2. Kate blank in the park last Sunday. Number 3. Your bike blank nice. Number 4. I blank in the garden. Number 5. My doll blank beautiful. Let's check your answers. For number 1, I am at home. Number 2. Kate was in the park last Sunday. Number 3. Your bike is nice. Number 4. I am in the garden. Number 5. My doll is beautiful.
Did you answer all the items correctly? Great job, kids! Now let us see when we should use are and were. These be-verbs are used for plural subjects. Are is used in the present tense while were is used in the past tense. For example, Jack and Vince are friends. In this sentence, our subject is plural and it is in the present tense. That is why we use the be-verb are. My grandparents were leaders in our community 20 years ago. The sentence has a plural subject and it is in the past tense, so we use the be-verb were. Now let us see if you can use are and were correctly.
Encircle the correct be-verb in the following sentences. Number 1. My sister and I were both short. That's right! My sister and I are both short. Number 2. They were sad after they lost the game. You're correct! They were sad because they lost the game. Number 3. The rooms were clean. Good! The rooms are clean. Number 4. We are were tired after the game. All right, we were tired after the game. Number 5. Our neighbors were friendly and helpful. Very good. Our neighbors are friendly and helpful.
Again, am, is, was, are, and were are be verbs. Am, is, and was are used for singular subject. Am and is in the present tense, while was is in past tense. On the other hand, are and were are used when the subject is plural. Are is used for the present tense and were is used for the past tense. Let's practice using these be verbs correctly.
Choose the correct be verb inside the box for each of the sentences. Is, was, were, are, am. Number 1. Their mother came home from work at 5 p.m. and the children blank happy to see her. What is the subject in the sentence that needs a be verb? Children is right. Is it singular or plural? Yes, it's plural. Do you think the sentence should be in past tense? Okay, the word came in the first clause gives us a clue that we should use the past tense. So, if it has a plural subject and the sentence is in past tense, what be verb should we use? Very good! We need to use the be verb were. Their mother came home from work at 5 p.m. and the children were happy to see her. Number 2. The dog blank loyal to his owner. Is the word dog singular or plural? Right, it's singular. What present tense be verb should we use for singular subject? Is correct. The dog is loyal to his owner. Number 3. The cat blank sick yesterday. Cat is singular and the sentence is in past tense. So what be verb should we use? Was is right. The cat was sick yesterday. Number 4. The bees blank always busy. What present tense be verb should we use for a plural subject? Are is correct. The bees are always busy. Number 5. I blank very grateful for all your help. What be verb should we use if the subject is the first person pronoun I and you feel very thankful right now? Am is right. I am very grateful for all your help.
Great job, kids! You used the correct be verbs in all the sentences. Now we are here in the City of Bugao Museum that houses some interesting artifacts. Behind these artifacts are some amazing stories which I would love to share with you through writing. Writing is just amazing. You can write something out of an experience, an event, or a thing with a sentimental value, just like these artifacts. and even out of a picture. Now it's time for you to write your own simple composition using some pictures. Write at least 3 sentences for each picture and use the appropriate be verbs.
Here is the first picture. Our sentences may vary, but you may come up with sentences like this. The ballerina is graceful. She is an amazing performer. She was very happy after her performance. Now here is the second picture. You can write, the boy is hardworking. He is big and strong and he wants to plant a lot of trees. Just like the boy, I am also excited about planting trees. And here is the last picture. You can come up with sentences like these. The boys are athletic. They are all good runners. They were happy and honored to compete with each other.
Well done, kids! Nice writing! I hope you will keep on writing because writing makes us feel good. We get to express our ideas, feelings, and goals. Now let us do this last activity to check what you have learned. Our guest storyteller will read a story for us. Complete some sentences in the story by saying the correct be verb.
Tommy is a vendor. He sells meat, vegetables, and fruit together with his family. One day, Tommy and his family were busy in their stall, and they saw a lady who suddenly slipped, and she looked weak and hungry. Tommy helped the lady and gave her 3 big apples. "You are a good man. Thank you for these," said the lady, who walked away feeling better. The next day, while Tommy was arranging his fruits and vegetables, a lady came straight to his stall. "How much will it cost to buy all these fruits and vegetables that you have in your stall?" said the lady. Tommy was shocked. His family members were also shocked. As they looked at the lady, they noticed that it was the lady that they helped the day before. "Oh, I am so sorry for the trouble yesterday. I was sick yesterday, so I was not able to introduce myself. I am the owner of this market where your stall is located, and to show you how grateful I am to you and your family, I will buy all the goods you have for this day," said the lady. Tommy and his family were very happy, and they went home early.
Very good, children! Thank you for helping me read the story and for supplying the correct be verb. Again, be verbs as stand-alone verbs are verbs that indicate a state of being. They do not show an action, but they are used to rename or describe a subject. For singular subjects, we use am and is in the present tense and was in the past tense. For plural subjects, we use are in the present tense and were in the past tense. It has been a wonderful learning journey on understanding and using the be verbs as stand-alone verbs in our compositions. You are such English-tastic children for participating in all our learning activities in English. See you again in our next English-tastic episode where we will practice more on writing simple compositions using be verbs only here on DepEd TV. Once again, I am Teacher Dash, your English-tastic teacher. See you real soon!